Show! Hi there! It's me, Yellow, and me, Red. Do you want to know what we have in store for you? Well, then let's find out. Are you sure about this? Well, I suppose we could try it. What's this all Oh! Shall we get started? We shall. So let's talk about Disney. Who doesn't love Disney? The most popular and most well-known animation studio around, known for their wonderful stories such as comedy, romance, happy endings, cute characters, and the best couples I've ever seen, leading to the most wonderful love stories out there. And all those cute characters have their own adventures too. They have the most popular franchises out there. Some that become super successful, that they end up getting more and more fun. Meanwhile, some of the stuff they actually really like doing and try to throw in as much as it as possible. And they got probably the best mascot ever in an animation studio, Mickey Mouse. Whoa! Now, should we tell them? You betcha! Come on, let's get this over with. During the 90s, which was obviously the decade of the most romantic, most adventurous, and most heroic era of something called the Disney Renaissance, we also ended up getting this thing called Dreamworks, which is a studio meant to be a rival to Disney. However, starting in the early 2000s, we ended up getting Shrek. This franchise, well, this film ended up becoming so popular that it went to the point where after it, almost every animated movie afterwards ended up becoming what this film is known for. Both the character and the franchise ended up becoming the Winnie the Pooh of Dreamworks due to its popularity. Except Pooh isn't green, and he also doesn't burp or fart a lot. But there is one thing that Dreamworks is known for. Pissing off Disney characters by putting them into very horrifying situations! And this was actually in the hands of a former head at Walt Disney Studios. And by the way, he pisses off every other executive, including the Disney CEO at the time, and I just want to punch him right in the face! Sorry I'm being really offensive and over the top, but it's really true. But why is that? All of this was actually because a friend of the CEO and was also the president of Disney, I think that's what he was killed in a helicopter crash. Oh, that's too bad and tragic. And the former head was so glad that he died that he wanted to replace him. But the CEO wouldn't let him. Therefore, Dreamworks was created all just because a man just died. And then after Shrek, we ended up getting a result like this for animated films. You said almost all of them, but not everyone. I mean, films that are actually based on cartoons are capable of trying to keep exactly what the cartoon was, and they are trying their best to making it look like this. And if I would make an animated movie using those rules I just mentioned, there would only be one rule. If you are going to hire a celebrity to do a voice or something, I recommend you use just one. Only have one celebrity fans thought too. Shrek 2 was awesome! Shrek the Third was horrible! And Shrek Forever After? Meh. What does meh mean? I don't know. But I would say that it means some people liked it, some people didn't like it. As for Disney, they are given a much better reputation nowadays, being treated nicer. Thanks to all those fans out there, we are seeing almost every Disney character having the best time of their life in the work of fan art. Some pretty interesting, and others, well, they're actually pretty interesting too. Disney's better than Dreamworks! And now that Shrek is, well, no longer the most popular thing, well...
What are you doing in my swamp? What are you doing in my swamp? Can I say something? Listen, you really something incredible. Are you talking to me? Well, yes, I was talking to you. And I just say you do really great back in the middle.
Well, I think he's still pretty popular. And also, some of Dreamworks' films are actually pretty good, as well as some of the TV shows they did on Netflix. Well, I guess that means there's something for everybody.